All right, let's quickly get into this. Hello, I'm Colby and I'm your host of Bigskybits. We'll be delving deep into the world of Bitcoin. We got to make this a quick episode as I got a lot to get done today. One of the first things I thought was rather interesting was going over. Let's see, where was that actually? Over on Nostra, someone noticed earlier that, on the meme pool, Bigskybits were clearing earlier today. We could go check out the meme pool real quick. Things price-wise have been coming down. A lot of Bigskybits. I mean, space cleared up well. Stuff's cheap to move on chain on the Bitcoin network. Welcoming a lot of adoption for Lightning. So if you want to consolidate or get onto the Lightning network, this is a great time. Let's also look at, someone posted on Reddit earlier the decoupling of Bitcoin and crypto markets, and here we can definitely see in recent times Bitcoin is kind of pulling away from the rest of the market. And I've said that for a while, that a lot of these projects will soon become obvious to people what kind of scam they are. Today was also Jerome Powell's statement, and he did mention Bitcoin. This was the FOMC meeting, I believe. He did mention talking about how we come about the 2% inflationary goal, and his reasoning for that seemed a little on shaky ground, to say the least. Go watch the video, you'll enjoy it. Listening to their rationale either will give you hope in Bitcoin or make you start to question our system. He does bring up the fact that banks are allowed to hold crypto, and should be, but questions some of the validity on banks investing in it, which I think is all noteworthy and should be looked at, and I think he brings up good points. So really have no big problems with that. One of the big things in the news today was that the Czech Republic announced that their central bank is looking at purchasing Bitcoin with reserves up to 5% of, I don't remember if that was their gross domestic product or total assets in just reserve. But anyway, it looked to be about $1 billion was the number I saw getting thrown around. Running over to price, we do see after the meeting, we saw a bit of a high price spike coming down a little, but that all formed a nice break back above. So looking at it, we're sitting all right. We'd really like to clear this 105 securely, shoot back up somewhere around 106, or even, I mean, a new all-time high is really what would be warranted to send a difference. And when you really look at the market, we're mainly trending sideways with a slight bullish trend, and that's over 3 months. So I mean, people have to have a little bit of patience. The more you get into the Bitcoin world or the crypto world in general, you see a lot of people trying to, it's essentially gambling. People are wanting quick results, seeing things done, and that's not really how markets work, and nor should they, especially on assets that are worth $2 trillion. These things are whales, they move slow. So on the other side of that, I saw an interesting article about how the Ledger co-founder and his wife were kidnapped on the 21st of this month. And it goes to show some of the details on how people will do desperate things and think Bitcoin is easier to get than these traditional means, when in fact they were able to trace these guys. They arrested all 10 of them. They're facing serious charges. Bitcoin allows people to hide their money and do more interesting things than people believe. There's ways to lock up your money with time locks for extended periods. There's custodial services that'll use multi-sig, so your money is distributed across multiple players, multiple geolocations. So targeting people after Bitcoin seems to be a little short-sighted, or maybe they don't understand how hard it is to actually get and how easy people can hide it. They think about the immutability or the anonymity that can be gained from a product such as Bitcoin. But there's both sides to all these coins. Regardless, play it safe. Don't let people know how much you have. Have it safely hidden. Have it safely secured. And that's about it. Looking on over at the price again, we see that it has been going up, not just in price, but also in the Bitcoin dominance. What is this going against other coins in the industry? And it's interesting. You'll see here Bitcoin's the orange space on the bottom, and you can see the remaining like Ethereum, XRP, and what they make up in this wave. So let's see if we can zoom out on this. You see it's a slight growing trend here over the last couple months. This is when a lot of different products have been introduced, from Ethereum to Solana. I mean, shit, you can see the different waves when they get introduced. So take everything with a grain of salt. Remember, market cap does matter. I had a guy just talk to me the other day about how XRP was great because he was able to buy so many because it's so cheap. And I brought up the fact that sats are even cheaper. So why not get more? And a lot of people equate Bitcoin with trying to own a whole Bitcoin. And I think very soon here we'll notice that Bitcoins are a way different unit. It's like looking at $1,000 note compared to a penny or something, or a dollar. It's a different way of accounting, and people have to learn to look at the overall market cap if you're just purely looking at this from an investment standpoint. For me and many others, especially maximalists, this is a way of life. This is how we want to change the world. So I encourage people to look into that, delve deep into that path, ask questions. If you liked the content, please like and subscribe. Give me a shout out. Any comments would be welcome, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.